All right, and we're live. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Multiverse Show, episode 99, the penultimate perilous episode before episode 100. 100 before we get there. We've been working so hard to get this 100.
Episode 100. Spanish speech classes.
I'm trying to get all the bad speech work out of the way now for episode 100. Episode 100. All right, so we'll get some of the stuff going on, but first we gotta do some of our intros for the guys here. First off, we have the Titan of Texas, the voice of the people, Fame Entertainment.
What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment from TickGamesNetwork.com. Thank you guys for rocking with us once again to the greatest show on a Monday. It's got a great panel. Thanks for one of the lords for coming and rocking with us tonight. It's going to be a great show. And yeah, thanks for rocking with us once again, man.
All right.
Oh, yeah, and buddy.
I was going to say you forgot something. All right. So, and we have this Caesar Cinema, Mr. James Wilson.
Hello. I am quite intoxicated because as an Englishman who just watched Harry Kane score 2 goals against Tunisia to win our opening game of the World Cup, I am in a very good mood.
All right. And we have the Chief of Achievements, the one true King of the North, Undead 3XVI.
What's going on? Glad to be back on the cast again. Feels like it's been a long time. It probably has been a long time.
It was just 1 week.
Was it 1 week?
You missed last week.
Well, yeah, but I missed like 4 weeks before that too. So I feel just need to find a better job.
All right, and we have. Well, we're missing 2 guys on the panel for various reasons. First off, we got Mike P. The Truth, the infamous Donna Deletion, who would not be able to make us tonight because he's dealing with his father-in-law, declining health. So if you guys would watch him, send him a kind word on Twitter at Mike P. The Truth. Really, he's going through a tough time. They really do need help. So yeah, go give the man a kind word. And even go get them a game on Xbox. Just go get them a game.
But not Ben-Hur.
Well, no, definitely Ben-Hur. Definitely do that.
Always Ben-Hur.
Always Ben-Hur. But also, we also have our resident editor, the White Wolf himself, Samuel Tolbert, who was actually his birthday today, and he didn't want to tell anybody. He wanted to keep it real sneaky, not tell anybody that it's his birthday. But dude, happy birthday, Mr. Samuel Tolbert. Thank you for all the work you do, and I hope you had a good time at E3, bro. Really go enjoy with the family. But we also have a guest on to make up for the loss of our 2 compatriots. Definitely worth more than those 2 combined. Probably one of the oldest.
Come back to that. I literally just sat down to that.
But probably one of my oldest friends that I've known here ever since I was doing YouTube. How long have I known you, Attic?
2014.
2014. Yeah, it's been quite a while. But now he's an up and comer. Now he's popular. Now hailing from the Planet Xbox and the Iron Lords podcast, Lord Addict. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, you guys. It's nice to be on the panel. Thanks for the invite from you and Fame. Let's sure to be a good show. For anyone that came to the panel expecting some kind of argument with the whole Fallout thing, even if he brings that up, I'm going to ignore it. So it's definitely good.
Fallout trash.
Yeah, Fallout is trash, but that's all I'm going to say. So we can continue.
Must resist. Can
we just body Fame out of here? Like at least he's put like.
Oh, why I gotta be bodied out?
That's we gotta solve this.
I encourage.
Let me go.
I encourage freedom of speech. Okay, you can't be bought my man out because he don't like Fallout.
Thank you.
Like that.
And plus, without me, the show's not meeting quota. That's honesty. So he's not being quoted without me. So the show will be canceled without me. So you can't boost.
All right. So we're gonna get into some of these topics tonight. But first off, the question we ask every single show: what have you guys been playing? Addict, you're the guest on for this evening. What have you been playing, sir?
A lot of Smite. I've been
I thought you said a lot of Smite. What?
Smite. Smite. Now hear
like,
me out.
okay,
Okay,
right.
I know this isn't funny, but like, hear me out. That free games with gold actually give a lot of content to that game. And I had someone that got me to play it on PlayStation when they showed me how to play the game. And then I like straight up left PlayStation. Ain't been on it since. I downloaded it on Xbox and I've been playing it on Xbox. And they'd be like, well, when are you going to play it on PlayStation? I was like, you showed me the ropes. I'm out. Like, I don't even want to go back now. But, you know, it's a fun game. And I've been playing a lot of Battle Chasers here lately, too. You know, that's a fun game, too. I've been playing Neo as well. I've been streaming that. Some squid in an ocean has killed me more times than I care to admit. But that'll be a story for a future tell.
Holy crap! I didn't even realize that Smite was on with Games with Gold.
It's the gold edition.
Split my mind.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
it's like
$100 worth of in-game content.
Well,
It made me want to play it. Honestly.
It's not really the $100 that you need to look for. Like on Smite, I didn't know this since I've never played it, but they have these exclusive skins that you can only get for certain seasons. And they're kind of like loot boxes. Like you have to actually buy and you might get it. But with that $100 thing, they give a lot of those exclusive skins in that gold collection.
Damn.
So, you know, it's been fun. They give you 20 they do give you 20 gods that you can use. So, and they actually have like 50 gods. There's a lot of gods in there. I hate Zeus. Zeus is lightning arrow throwing self. He can go somewhere with that.
So that's why you came in out of nowhere. It was like we were playing Sea of Thieves. Like, who wants to play Smite? I was like, what?
I'm always down for Smite. I got like 60 days in that damn game.
I'm down to play. I've never played, but that $300 version made me want to play. So if you ever need somebody to play, I am down. Like I'm down.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Anchor Man. Instead of overrating games like Fallout, let's play something else.
Fallout's trash.
Jeez.
I want a sound effect saying Fallout's trash. We got to hook that up, Anchor Man.
No. We used to have sound effects. Don't bring up sound effects around me.
I want sound effects. I want sound effects, and I want that particular sound effect given a fame because you won't push it.
Trash.
It's got to sound exactly like that, but a lot of audio tape.
I'm audio clipping that for at the end of the show. It's going to become a thing of beauty.
You bastards. Oh man, you know what? This actually feels like such an old episode because literally we don't have Mike and we don't have Sam. It feels like this is like an old episode, like from early 2016.
I think this is
the good times
Multiverse I've ever been on.
This is not the first one. This can't be the first one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is because I don't think we've had him since I've been part of the show, and I joined the show back when it was just you and Fame. So.
Yeah, and I've never met him.
Really? Damn. I'm surprised. We 99 episodes that do anything?
99 problems, but an addict was not one of them.
Yeah.
Wow. Really, Gabe? Really, my guy?
I love rap.
Shout out to Hot Monkey. We had something at E3 where someone during the Phil Spencer thing, someone called Monkey Lovin'. They called his Iron Lords podcast shirt. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, not just really. James did catch that. When we were doing the show last week, he was like, "Who's this Hot Monkey Lovin' dude?"
And the first thing I thought to myself, thank God I didn't go and I wasn't in that seat. Lord Addict, I don't even want to believe what would have happened then.
Is that an
I could see it. I could see it. Like someone actually has like a heroin addict in a little crowd. Like,
remember when you made that old avatar that had like all the characters in it? It looked like a needle. Like you were trying to get me to shoot up with stuff. Like it was good old days.
Oh, those were fun. Nah, just for that line, James, you get to go next. What have you been playing?
I've been playing, unsurprisingly, I've been playing a lot of FIFA because it's World Cup season, and I've been trying to get as many of the lower ranked national teams to win the World Cup. USA have failed at every single hurdle so far, so that's fun. Australia are doing quite well. Japan surprisingly good. Who knew? I've also been playing this weird ARG, a mobile app called OK Cupid. It's sort of weird. You sort of like message people, then you sort of like to meet up in real life. Oh, it's weird. It's fun though.
What? What is this called? Oh, this is a joke. I was like, wait, what? I'm sorry, I just had a little slow moment right there.
That was just me saying I've been on a couple of days.
Yeah. All right. Dope, man. I've been in the same boat myself. But all right. So getting into some of the other guys here. Fame, what you been playing, dude?
Not Fallout.
Oh, my bad. So I have been really into Gears 4 a lot lately. I don't know what happened, what came over me. Maybe it was that Gears 5 reveal, but I've been playing a lot of Gears 4 multiplayer and Horde. Of course, I'm still playing Battle Chasers Night War. The little glitch I was dealing with has surpassed. Now the game is functioning properly now, so I can actually get back into it. I was streaming Yakuza 0 on my channel, and just for some reason, I just stopped playing it. I don't have a reason. I don't dislike the game. It's just I been playing Battle Chasers Night War and had an itch for Gears 4. So lots and lots of Gears. I actually, at some point tonight, will be playing Gears as well. So if anybody want to run some Gears multiplayer, add me, Fame, Space, ENT2.
We're going to have a... Iron Lords don't really play Gears, to my knowledge. We're going to have a Planet Xbox versus Multiverse there, Anchor Man. How you feel about that?
Well, we're gonna substitute me because I'm terrible at Gears.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to carry this whole team.
Woo!
Well, no,
Actually,
maybe not.
It's gonna be just you.
Don't worry, Fame. I play Gears, bro. I play Gears.
Me and I did to carry the team. But
I thought it was just gonna be the Fame train the whole time.
No, I got 2.8 KD in Gears. Let's go.
Yep. Me and Undead. Everybody want free smoke? Come holler at us.
And if you guys want to play on
I am equally trash at that game than you are, Anchorman. But I'm still going to get on and get trash. So you need to too.
Hey, you know what? We should get 4 people. Fame, you should wrestle up Kev. We'll get Anchor, myself.
No, not Anchor. Anchor won't play.
Oh, come on. Come on, Anchor.
How you going to play? Like, how you gonna feel when you get nuked like 3 or 4 times on Fallout 76? Like, I do want to know that. Like, because I'm going to make it my life goal to every time you build some kind of empire, I'm going to nuke that shit straight down. Like, I'm going to follow you and fake friend you just to be like, yo, what you got going? The moment I see you got something polished, I'm gonna go to my try hard friends to be like, yo, nuke this dude.
Jeez.
You started something yesterday. You don't know, man.
Maybe just like the other Fallouts. If I can come across Fallout 76 for free somehow, I'll be playing it. If not, I ain't playing that.
Man,
no,
thank you. Play it.
Nah, man. I have Fallout 3 and 4 and I've never played them. I got them for free.
Babe, I know how you work. All that's gotta happen is I gotta say, all right, me and Undead and Mike are on. We need a 4th. We need a 4th for the squad.
Time out.
Like, damn it.
Time out. You do that now and don't invite me. Y'all gonna be playing and you don't invite me. I see y'all on.
I'll be see you on though.
I'll be on my own little world with some other people because you don't invite me to no games no more, Anchor.
That's because they don't play no games. What are you talking about?
Because you play on
play games.
Xbox ain't got no
Sir, I have broken the 100,000 gamer score limit now, so don't
but
tell
you
me
can
I
have
got play no games.
You could have got 90,000 gamer score for this up till now. It don't mean you playing games right now.
I just finished Hellblade.
Dude, what do you think about Hellblade? Because it was my 2017 game of the year. I love Hellblade.
It was dope.
I haven't played it actually yet. I need to get.
I love Hellblade.
Is it better than What Remains of Edith Finch?
Like I think it'd be cool if Ninja Theory gives us a new IP, but I'm hoping they give us a prequel.
I think we'll get a new IP first, but I do think they'll revisit the Hellblade.
I would love a prequel to Hellblade.
Can I just if on the Microsoft conference, if they announced that they had bought Ninja Theory and Giant Sparrow, do you think that we would have gone? Are they listening to our podcast like every week?
Yeah, it'd been crazy.
Maybe
Hellblade, even though it got accolades, to me, it's still very underrated.
Yo, low key, I was wanting like some crazy studio to come up on that screen. I don't know why, but I just wanted to see the world burn. Like, if I would have seen something
Kojima
like
Studios,
if I would have seen Insomniac, I would have been like, yeah, there you go.
That would have broken.
No, dude, people are already pissed about Ninja Theory. Can you imagine if it was Insomniac, the amount of butthurt
dude
that would ensue?
Let's theoretically say it was Naughty Dog because they are independent. Oh my god,
dude, I swear, if that happened,
come out. Naughty Dog is owned by Sony, right?
No, they're an independent.
They're lying.
Really?
No, they have a multi-contract with Sony. They are in an independent company.
I gotta see this.
I got. You know when they say trust but verify.
Of course, I go to Wikipedia.
All right. While we're doing this, Undead, what you been playing?
Who, me?
Yeah, what you been playing, dude?
I don't play no
No,
games.
the other Undead.
How many Undeads you got on one podcast?
I don't know. All I know is that last week in the E3 recap, so you had the little pictures of all the people, and you had Undead's picture and not mine.
And I wasn't even here.
Yeah, wow. I know. I thought you were gonna be here. This is the thing. You betrayed my trust.
But you knew I was going to be there, and I still wasn't there.
I knew you were gonna be here.
And then where was my picture?
Nah. No. Okay. So you're totally wrong on this. No, their parent company is Sony Interactive Entertainment.
There we go. I'm gonna say I was almost certain Sony owned Naughty Dog.
I was gonna say.
I heard in a
dude. I swear if that would
Here
be.
We go. Everybody gonna label Multiverse the podcast that don't know nothing about Sony.
I mean, it's whatever. They can put that on. They can put that on IOP. They could say Addict don't know nothing about Sony because I never claimed I did. But there's one thing. Sony had a trash conference. That is facts. But we'll go with that.
But I was gonna say, if that was the case and they really aren't owned by Sony, this would be the biggest legal loophole of all time. Like what? Like think nobody caught on to. But seriously though, if Microsoft did have the Naughty Dog devs go up on there, so we just signed a deal with Microsoft. That would probably cause the biggest salt mine in the world to explode.
Honestly, guys, I don't think Microsoft is done. I don't think they're done.
They said they're not done.
Companies.
They said they're not done. This is just the ones that they were almost done with.
The Initiative might be the only new studio they opened for a while. I can see them buying up a couple of more studios.
Yeah, I think Initiative is the only one they're going to build from the ground up, but I do think they're going to buy
because it's too expensive.
Market here, Don't Nod's going to get bought.
Who?
Don't Nod Entertain. Well, Don't Nod the studio.
Who is that? What do they make?
Those are the guys who made Vampire. Those are the guys who made Remember Me. Yeah, Life is Strange. They also made the new Life is Strange thing that they showed off. The Adventures of Captain.
I do low key think that they need to buy Telltale and make them make games for Game Pass.
Telltale,
I don't think they'll sell like that.
Don't need to be.
They don't need to be sold like that. Yeah. I'm saying if there were games exclusively in Game Pass, it would do something.
They need to go ahead and buy Crytek when they're playing. And how the heck did they let THQ, which was just about dead, all of a sudden they're just buying studios left and right.
Oh well, no. THQ did die. No, THQ did die.
Right? Yeah, you're right.
No. What happened was whenever they when THQ was going under, there was a group out there they were a holding company called Nordic Studios. They just bought up a bunch of franchises. They bought up Darksiders, and they had a bunch of little stuff they were holding on to. Because I remember specifically because whenever Darksiders got sold, I looked them up and researched them. I remember specifically looking for them because I was like, okay, who are these people? Is this Darksiders 3 ever going to come? That's what I wanted to figure out. And I remember looking at that and finding out, like, no, these guys, they're just holding on to stuff. And so they basically rebranded themselves as THQ Nordic, mainly just for street cred, but they're not THQ. They just own the right to it. And so they said, well, we'll just call it THQ.
Was a man back in the day.
Yeah, they were. They sure were. But, all right, Undead, what are you playing?
I've been playing a bunch of stuff on PC. I playing Baldur's Gate 2 Complete Edition. Picked that up for $2. Been enjoying that, and playing through Dark Forces, which is like an old school DOS Star Wars game, which is really dope.
So, Undead, now that you have a PC, are you planning on buying another Xbox going forward? Are you cool with the X and just upgrading your PC going forward?
I'm cool with my PC. I will have my PC for my PC stuff and my Xbox for playing with my friends for third-party titles and everything else.
Nice.
I think that's what people forget when they keep saying.
Because I'm building my PC right now, and I don't plan on. I'm cool with the X. With everything Microsoft doing going backwards to forwards compatible, I'm cool with the X. I'm building my PC right now, and I'm going to rock on my PC that's upgraded going forward.
Yeah, the thing for me is the reason I think I posted this on Twitter today. Can't remember. The reason I'll always have an Xbox is unless all third-party titles going forward become Play Anywhere titles, so I can play with all my friends that are on Xbox at all times through my PC, then I will always have an Xbox because all my friends primarily game on Xbox. So there's no point in me not having an Xbox. Like, if my friends are like, hey, you want to play Battlefield? I can't be like, oh, yeah, I'll play with you guys through crossplay or...
I don't plan on getting rid of my Xbox. Like, I'm going to keep the X because the X is big forwards and backwards compatible. So I'll keep my Xbox One X and still be able to play with everybody.
That's one of the things I feel like people forget is that just because you have a PC and you can play those games on the Xbox games on PC... don't mean you can cross-play every game like Battlefront, Battlefield, Call of Duty. Okay, so you can play 3 or 4 games a year. If you want to play anything else with your friends, you're done. Like, you got to buy an Xbox or you don't get to play.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason I have a console. It's for your friends.
And see, it's kind of funny because, like, I enjoy playing the Play Anywhere titles on my PC. Like, I had a lot less bugs when I was playing State of Decay 2 on my PC versus my Xbox. But at the same time, it's like I'm not going to go and sell my Xbox because, I don't mind. Like, I enjoy playing Gears. I enjoy playing Halo. But I spend more time playing, like, Battlefield, Smite, all those. And none of those are crossplay. So there's no reason for me to sell my console. Selling consoles to me is just pointless. Eventually, stuff will come out for it unless it's the Wii U. And it'll make the purchase worthwhile. So I just don't sell my stuff. It's like I have an Xbox. I love it. I love my PlayStation. I love my PC. I love my Switch in August. It don't matter.
Man, I'm not loving my Switch right now. But when it gets Smash Bros, then I'll love
obviously.
it. Man, stop! I'm playing games right now.
Better tell you what, Anchor. I'll give you $350.
Better question, Anchor man.
350 sold.
No, $350. $3 like
Anchor man. Better question. What hole are you gonna crawl in and start crying when I beat you in Super Smash Brothers?
Depends who you're playing as.
I'll beat you with anyone.
Beat me with anyone?
Anyone.
Ganondorf versus Ganondorf.
I'll beat you with anybody, man.
The first mental image that came up to me was
Super Smash Brothers is probably the game that I've put the most time into, besides Destiny.
Yeah, I put a lot of time in Smash Bros, dude. I remember playing Smash Bros in college, like going and having tournaments in college. Like we actually had like the dorms were going up against each other. It was crazy. That was a lot of fun.
The only tournament I ever took part in was a Guitar Hero tournament, which I destroyed the competition.
All right, so we're going to get some of these topics because it's been 30 minutes and we haven't even touched the topic yet.
Might be.
So let's get into one of these things here. So the first up on the list, I want to talk about Beyond Good and Evil 2 for a little bit. James, feel free to correct me if I get any of these parts wrong.
I'm not the Beyond Good and Evil expert. I just unbelievably
no, you just predicted it.
predicted.
You just predicted it. It's your responsibility. Everything wrong they do is your fault.
Sweet, I can
you
deal with
predicted it. You willed it into existence. It's your fault.
That's a big responsibility you just put on him.
Man, he's always had that responsibility. Yep. So we got Beyond Good and Evil 2. At E3 or right after E3, they announced that you could actually submit your own work in, and they'll put it into Beyond Good and Evil 2. So basically, what they're going to be doing is letting you give them your content for free. Things in terms of like backstory, art, things of that nature. Like nothing entirely major. Like you aren't designing quests for them. It's just these are just you're putting in stuff for them to have as background lore. And honestly, this is just like work for exposure. They're not paying anybody. This is them saying, hey, we get to save them some costs. You get to feel like you're important. You get a credit at the end of the game. That's it. I'll go make us some free stuff. And I kind of want to get your guys' impression on this. What do you guys think about this? Let's start with Fame. What are you thinking, dude?
Honestly, I know people are going to say I'm crazy about this. I could care less about Beyond Good and Evil.
Yo, you took my exact response.
Like, I know that's the easy way out. I honestly didn't care for the first game. I do not care for the second game. I honestly don't understand the hype. I could care less about the game and what they do. I know people want to hear different things, but I'm just completely be honest with you guys. I might not be the best one to talk about this game because I honestly do not care about Beyond Good and Evil 2.
No, the question is not about the game. We all care less about the game except James. But the idea is that a developer actually coming out and saying, hey, go make stuff for us for free. We're not going to pay you for your work, but you get to have exposure. Your work will be featured in a video game.
So if there are people that are going to do it, more power to them. I mean, some people want to get into the industry so bad. They want accolades so bad. Some people, people say they'll work for free. Some people work for free. We got,
we have interns in other industries.
Exactly. So I honestly don't see the problem. As long as the work is still quality, if people want to get their name out there and, and that's the way to do it, by all means. And if they can pull it off, by all means. But honestly, do it. Whatever they do, the game can be trash. I don't care. If these interns do a great job, I wouldn't care. I don't care about the game. But if they can pull it off, all right. Doesn't bother me.
All right. James, time to account for yourself.
Well, I mean, last week I said that I don't agree with this. I said the words, Ubisoft, you can afford to make your own music for your game. You can. And, I think it's cool. It is a cool idea that getting a community involved with a game that a community is so passionate about. And again, sort of echoing what Fame said, if you want to make some background art for a game, yeah, go for it. And then it's in a game that you love. That's awesome. That's really cool. And also, you got to look at this from this side. How many YouTube videos of stuff do you see, sizzle reels of game footage, and then always one of the top 3 comments is, "What's the song in this?" So if you manage to get that song that somehow people just latch onto, that you hanging around a certain area of the universe, and then okay, that is the positive side of it. I agree. Working for exposure is it's a necessary evil that everyone has to go through at least once, but a line has to be drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a step too far for me. I said it last week, and I still think it now, that Detroit Become Human had 3 different composers, and that game has a smaller budget than Beyond Good and Evil. You can hire one composer to do a ton of music. Jeremy Soule did 5 hours worth of music for Skyrim?
Xur did about the same actually for Fallout 4.
Yeah, And if you're going for a specific tone, great. And if you want to go for a bunch of different tones, hire a bunch of composers. Hire a band that will record music. Do what No Man's Sky did. They had 65 Days of Static write a bunch of music for it.
Yeah. All right.
Or
so,
like another, or they could do it another. A way that I would have done it personally is I would have held, instead of like saying you can just upload your music and then you'll see who get in, like hold a contest.
Like Fortnite.
Yeah,
did?
sure.
Yeah, hold a contest for like you're given a brief for like to draw a specific type of area or to like to score a certain bit, and then like the top 3 artists all get their something like that. I feel like there was a better way to do it than having a Hollywood actor who's never really shown public interest in this game to come on stage and be like, we want you to use my website to get music into this game. Yeah. But on the other side, you know, if I go and write some music and it ends up in Beyond Good and Evil 2, I'm going to feel pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Nick, what are your thoughts, dude?
I pretty much echoed the same as James. It's like I kind of like if an indie project came out and did this, I think I'd be more okay with it. But when it's a juggernaut as big as Ubisoft, it almost feels, I don't know, cheap, almost. Like they're cutting corners almost. Like I understand why you include fans within a game or anything, but they could have done something like as James said, like submit your pieces and then they pick the top 3 or something like that. Like this whole thing where they're like, well, we're going to take a baseline that someone designed and layer it onto someone else's. It's like no one's going to know what they like. You'll know what you did, but no one else is going to realize what you did. It's almost like executing just like, I'm not going to say slave labor because that's not the accurate description. But anyone who works in the entertainment
That's what I call it, slave labor.
Well, see,
they're not making these people do this, Anchorman. Hush.
Yeah.
Yes, they're making them do it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Ubisoft's got a gun to their heads through Uplay.
See, that's the thing. It's like Ubisoft isn't chaining someone to their computer desk to do this. Like this is purely on people's own free will. But unfortunately, in the arts community, whether it be music, graphics, or anything along those lines, you spend most of your early years trying to get exposure. And this is just another way of big companies manipulating artists that want to get exposure in a way that really I don't see paying off for the artists. Ubisoft benefits a lot more than the artists will. Other than, you know, it's cool that you're in that game, which is great, but I just feel like the artists are being misused. But that's, like I said, that's just my opinion on the whole thing of it.
Big
Opinions.
Silence.
I like that we both had that silence and you and I came in at the same time. Damn it.
All right, so when it comes to this, like, has anyone actually been to the website, like the actual website that this is being done on?
I briefly went on it, like when they announced it. I think I had a quick look, but I haven't like had an extensive look.
Well, I guarantee if you go somewhere in that, look at somewhere, if these ideals are being used, I highly doubt these people aren't getting some kind of return in this. When it comes to stuff like music and stuff, you got all kinds of licensing issues. If these people made this and they composed these, I highly doubt they're not going to compensate them for it. Because then you have a bunch of different areas where they can sue them if they don't. Maybe there's some kind of, like, one would think that they would. If they don't, you know, it's whatever. I don't care about this game. To be honest with you, I'm not even a big fan of Ubisoft. But I guarantee you there is some kind of program if they actually do get used. I don't even think it's going to be something like a free game. I think they will get paid like a regular artist would for whatever that. It depends on what they did. If someone designed it, they were so good they end up using half of their portfolio on there, I guarantee you he's going to get a paycheck, because there's just so much different things that could happen if you don't. I mean, who would own it? They did draw it, but would Ubisoft own it? I mean, I feel like just because you posted it on your website don't mean Ubisoft owns it.
That would all come down to terms of service. Like it depends what the
And that's why I asked.
By having this submittal, you are submitting your rights and everything else to that work to be used and owned by Ubisoft exclusively. Screw you.
And that's why I asked: is anyone actually went on the website and read?
I found the website, but I didn't look through the terms and services.
At the end of the day, even if it is, these days this industry is cutthroat. It's hard to get into it. Especially for an artist, because how many artists are running around there, composers. Most of the time it's like the voice actors. What they said, the majority of the voice acting and gaming is done by like 9 people.
Yeah.
So and I do understand, how many people you think would like to draw these anyway, even if they weren't getting paid for it. They're like, I drew that, and that would be cool. And I think another thing is they said that this game's going to be massive. Who knows if these developers are talking out their ass or not? I have no clue. I have no clue if it's going to be as big as they claim. And I think that they thought of this to put more things in this game and let the actual people playing it design some of the places. I guarantee you everything related to the core game, everything related to the story, everything related to the main places in this game.
That's already set in stone.
These people are not doing none of that. I have a feeling that everything these people are doing is like the random planets and stuff you would go to.
Well, I mean, here my general thoughts on this are, with this particular game, what they're doing is they're writing background lore. What they're doing is one of the problems I have with Ubisoft games in general is that the worlds, when you try to look at someone beyond just at the surface level, they're just boring. Like if you drive around a Watch Dogs, beyond just scanning people and reading their weird little quirks on their one little headline bullet points, if you actually look at them, they're just people walking around. There's no flavor or anything to them. But I mean, so the idea of okay, we got this whole mishmash alien kind of style planet here on Earth, but what we're going to do with it is we're going to kind of maneuver it a little bit so it's a little different, but we're going to allow for the community to make all this stuff, and so everything feels unique enough so it feels like a real living place. From so many people from so many different backgrounds came through and put this all together. Like, I like the idea of it. But then at the same time, I'm like, you guys apparently don't have money for someone to actually go and write down all this background stuff and do all this art for you, but you have the money to find a knockoff of one mechanic from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Looking at you, Skull and Bones.
Here's the thing. Like, do we know they don't have the money? Like, this could have been just made just to give a fan service. Like, do you want your art? How many people you think, I would love to write music for a game. I would like to draw for a game. Like, this
would be like if Bethesda said you submit stuff and we'll put it all in 76, Anchor. I
wouldn't do that.
Like, I'm not a huge
get this man out of here.
Nah, I wouldn't.
You literally wrote and died for these people yesterday. Now you wouldn't do it if you can get on there. Okay, now you full of it.
I'd service Todd instead. I'm not that good enough to draw.
Oh Lord.
I don't even know. Let's move on.
My art is not good enough for a Bethesda game.
We didn't say your art. I mean, at the end of the day, like, is it weird? Yes. But who says it's a bad thing? Because they did this game might go from maybe 12 planets to 150 planets. In like in twice the length time, and like half the time it would take to do that. And how good would it to be if you go to another public? Like, let's say that you're an artist in this industry and you've done some stuff, but not a lot, and your art gets showed on this game. How many times has people like Bungie, especially back in the Halo days, actually hired people that made maps? That's around the same thing, isn't it? Yep. Make maps, and we might show them in our multiplayer mode.
Yeah, that's possible. Anyway, for time purposes, we got to move on to another topic.
Very quickly, just you said I was the authority because I like this. I have never played the original Beyond Good and Evil. I said it last year as a joke.
Well, Anchorman don't do
now
it.
You own it.
We expected that. So
okay, yeah.
All right. So, other topic for the evening. We have 2 more to go. The major one is this issue with crossplay. So it's almost like clockwork. We're on the anniversary of last year's E3 and the crossplay debacle with our Lord and Savior from Sony, Mr. Think of the Children, Matt Ryan. Is it Matt Ryan? Paul Ryan?
I don't know. I don't know any executive from
something Ryan.
Sony.
Something Ryan. Come on, help me out here.
Is it Andrew Ryan?
Andrew Ryan?
That seems
Paul
right.
Ryan, Andrew Ryan, Matt Ryan. Either we've addressed.
Didn't Andrew dude leave?
No, that's Andrew House.
Oh
no. Either we've addressed a.
And Andrew Ryan is the main character.
Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan. Andrew Ryan is.
Andrew Ryan's from BioShock.
Yeah,
I was gonna say either we addressed a billionaire capitalist, a quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons.
Good Lord.
I forgot which Ryan. Anyway, think of the children Ryan himself, damage controlling for crossplay, which is also funny because they allow crossplay with PC for Fortnite. Go figure. Now we're on the anniversary, and here we again have Sony sticking their foot in their mouth when it comes to crossplay. So what happened was Fortnite got announced to come out for Switch. You can now play Fortnite on the go with Switch. You can play it on the go on mobile. But anyway, the point was now it's available on the Switch, and all these guys who are on PlayStation now are suddenly like, hey, I want to go play it on Switch. I want to transfer my account over from my PlayStation to Switch so I can play it here too. And so I can cross saves and stuff. And they learned what I learned earlier this year is that one, Epic system is garbage because as soon as you link your PlayStation account to your Epic account, you can't link your Xbox account and expect to play. It doesn't matter. So it will physically not let you play the game. It says, nope, you cannot play. Not that it's not going to save, just it's not going to let you play, period. And I went through this earlier between Xbox and PlayStation. And you have to make a separate account to play on Xbox or play on PlayStation. It is a complete mess. And so, and we do care about that, and we'll get into that a little bit later, but the response from Sony was very interesting. Essentially, their response was, we have almost 80 million consoles sold. You could find someone else to play with. That's it.
And that, my friend, is when Sony's feeling themselves too much.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, I don't know if they're going to do something as severe as like the Xbox One launch, but they about to do something. I'm telling you, they about to mess up somewhere. Because first they go into E3 say comparing themselves to Christianity, saying that welcome to the house of Sony. You don't have to go to church this Sunday because you came here. And now they're telling how many people got a Switch and a PlayStation that you play on PlayStation. We ain't giving you options. And it's not even their game.
You know it's bad when you got Greg Miller saying, nah, we can't let this happen. You know it's bad. But yeah. I kind of want to get the panel's feelings on this. Nick, what are you feeling about this crossplay situation?
Well, see, my understanding it wasn't a crossplay issue; it was a cross progression issue. That's kicked into a crossplay issue because originally it's just everyone freaking out about not being able to carry their skins across from their Epic accounts. Correct?
Yeah, that is a major concern because the way it's currently set up is that your progress that you get from PlayStation syncs with PC, but if you try to sync it to Xbox, it doesn't work. And that also works for crossplay as well. It's the same problem.
Okay.
It's just in this particular case that everyone's going to start over. It's a mixture of both.
Okay, because I plead ignorance on this because my main thing is I like crossplay sounds cool. I'd love it for a lot of games. It'd be awesome. But with Fortnite, it's just a whole lot of I don't really care. because I don't play. I've got about 25 minutes in Fortnite, so like I'm not gonna like sit on my high horse and try to say this is what should be done. It doesn't suck. Yeah, it sucks. That's locked like this. I think Epic shares some responsibility in this. I feel like everyone's putting this on Sony. I feel Epic does have some aspect of responsibility to do with this as well. But at the end of the day, Sony is technically, as they're allowed to sit there and say, this is our online area, this is what our people pay for, we can keep this walled in if we want to. Microsoft did the same thing last gen, and PlayStation's doing it this gen. The companies are allowed to do it. Would crossplay be awesome for us as consumers? Absolutely. Anyone that argues against crossplay is a moron. Plain and simple. If you don't want crossplay, like if you're telling me that you don't want you buy Call of Duty on your PlayStation, you don't want to play with your friends on Xbox, so you don't have to go out and buy another $60 copy of Call of Duty. You can buy one copy and play with all your friends, like in a cohesive group. If you don't think that sounds cool, then I don't know what you're on. Crossplay is awesome. It is not mandatory. Sony does not have to cave to this. That's the thing. If they want to keep PlayStation Plus members or PlayStation owners in their own ecosystem, that is technically their right.
That's the whole point of them having a platform, a closed platform, is to keep people in their ecosystem. I don't even care that they're telling them no. I've never been a fan of people who like crossplay is cool, but I've been like, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. I really don't care. Exactly. But like, this is one of those moments that like Sony has to respond, because this isn't going away. This is Fortnite. This is not going away. And
this is year 2. We're starting year 2 now of this same problem.
The reason it's issue now is because their player base got way bigger after Season 3 started in Fortnite. And now since it's on the Switch and you have 80 million people that could potentially play that on PS4, they ain't about that, switching over life. And, for the most part, these people complaining, what they did? They went straight back on their PlayStation and was like, well, we just going to go ahead and play it on PlayStation because ain't nothing they can do. Sony, at the end of the day, they have all the choice in the world because it's their platform, but it is anti-consumer.
Yeah. And to answer the people in the chat, too, who are saying, like, oh, what do you care about this? This is about fake outrage. Guys, Fortnite, whether I like it or not, Fortnite is the biggest game currently in the world.
I don't remember.
It deserves it. Doesn't
matter. I don't remember any game being so in just a zeitgeist sort of game.
There's
like
never.
I don't remember like even GTA being this level.
I feel like the only game that even comes close to the pool this game's getting is Minecraft. That's the only other game. I can't think of
close, but nothing like this. I was just walking around Camden Market, which is a little cool, trendy market area in London, and then there's in the row of like souvenir T-shirts, there's a bunch of like cool English rock bands, like fun meme slogans, and then an entire section for Fortnite. It's mental.
Yeah, but I think too with if you're talking popularity of Fortnite, gaming culture as a whole has been in an upswing the past few years. So inevitably there was going to be something that snagged that mesh of perfect consumer interest plus it being a gaming fad as well. Like what Minecraft did back when it came out was huge for the time frame. Like everybody talked about Minecraft. Like thing is like we weren't the age demographic that was talking about Minecraft. That was like it's the same thing as Fortnite. It's a largely kid-based audience. I don't mean that like I'm not saying that there aren't 25-year-olds or 40-year-olds playing Fortnite, but a lot of the people playing Fortnite, it's like Call of Duty. It's kids, teenagers. Like you just have to look at the streamers. Most of these streamers are 5, almost 10 years younger than I am, and I'm only 25. So like,
I mean, at the end of the day, it's really even pointless debating this because Sony's not in this position where they have to cave into demands like this. They know every 80 million person that complains about this They're not going nowhere. So, and they got a Switch to play Switch games. They didn't get a Switch to play multi-plats. So they know everyone on the Switch definitely ain't just playing on Switch. Let's be real here there. It would have been different if it was like an Xbox thing, and that's not even a whole lot different because Xbox, you can play the same games besides exclusives, but this is a Switch. Almost 70% of games that come on PlayStation are not coming on the Switch. So they have nowhere to go. It's not like they can just, play everything on the Switch and say, well, I'm not dealing with Sony and just go to the Switch. That's not even a possibility.
Yeah. I don't know. I just with the whole thing, like cross progression would be cool for Fortnite, and people should be able to carry over their Epic accounts and all that kind of stuff. But no other game does it. Like, it doesn't make it right that no other game does it. But if we're gonna get mad about
what the hell was that?
Who farted?
That was my Duke controller vibrating. Sorry, I have it on my desk.
It looked like an earthquake, man.
Off the mic.
Look, at the end of the day, everyone got it. Like, people sit there and say, would you guys agree that there's a little anti-consumer in this?
Not doing the crossplay?
Not letting the link of the accounts.
The account part, yes. The crossplay.
I don't think the crossplay is anything. I don't think that's. I don't even know why people expected that.
Sony's making that your Epic account exclusive. That's a problem.
Yeah,
I feel like that's part on the Epic servers part. They should.
The only reason it's a problem is because the other platforms letting, because there's other games like Call of Duty, you can't bring your stuff over, and I get that. But when every other platform is doing it, then yeah, it's a problem that you're not doing it.
and they should definitely allow you to just have the same account. Period. Like, I don't care about the cross save thing.
I think every game should be.
Why do I have to have my Anchorman V2 account associated with my Xbox account, but then I have to have a AV2 Plays account so I can play it on PlayStation? Like, I don't even care about the skins or anything transferring over. I don't care about that. Like, just allow me to not have to have multiple accounts. That's my big issue. But
I mean, it's cool.
We got to get off this topic. We're taking a while.
Should we go? Should we do the who won E3? Do we just do one word?
We should. Well, you either do it and you get 30 seconds to explain yourself. All right. So the final portion, 30 seconds. All right. So this is the opportunity of the show. Now we have Sony's done and everyone else is good to go. E3's in the books. It's gone. It's dead. Now we get to see who wins. So out of the group here, we're just going to go down the panel. You tell me who you think won E3, and you get 30 seconds to explain why. So who to pick? Let's start with our guest, Lord Addict. Who do you think won E3 and why?
Microsoft won E3 because they had a show, not a demonstration.
All right.
I think I need a 30-second explanation for that.
I need 30
explanation.
seconds.
I need an explanation for that explanation. What do you mean show versus demonstration?
Oh my gosh. Sony showed 4 games of long demoed, and Microsoft actually had a conference.
So you're more referring to the fact that it wasn't like a bunch of deep dives. It was reveal.
How do you say that you're gonna have a deep dive in these games and not have anyone talk about these games?
Death Stranding was not a deep dive. They're just showing you how to deliver packages.
None of them were a deep dive. They literally have showed.
Death Stranding is a Fallout ripoff.
Someone show me an E3 where they showed longer gameplay. Wasn't the first God of War showing, that first gameplay, wasn't that around the same amount of time? It was about a 10 to 15 minute demo.
No, it wasn't.
Of them doing that first mission?
No,
that was
it wasn't
a lengthy
10
demo.
minutes.
Yeah, it was. It was at least 8 minutes.
It was long.
Okay.
So explain to me why.
You're right. When I heard deep dive, I expect for them to be going into it, talking about it as well. Like, I didn't expect them to show a long gameplay and then they cut out and do again stall.
I mean, we do have to say that E3 is not just the conferences; it's also the entire stuff about it. And there are a bunch of deep dives onto that. You know, contrary to your point, not contrary, but counterpoint, I should say. We could say that the reveal of Cyberpunk was cool, but you know, if you only watched that and then bought the game and then got annoyed that it's in first person because it wasn't properly marketed at the Microsoft conference.
Now, here's the I didn't have a problem with what Sony did, besides the fact that Death Stranding was not. You didn't show anything. No one still knows what the game about except for what that baby's ass looked like. You saw him again, and how many packages normal readers can carry on his back. That's all we saw.
It was a horrible showing. Like, if I were to give the show itself and not the games, it would be like a 4 out of 10. The pacing was horrible. The venue, I don't know why they started in a completely different venue first and then went to another one. Whoever decided to do that, I don't care if it's The Last of Us. Whoever decided to do that needs to be fired because that was a horrible idea.
The games they showed were great.
Will Druckmann's not going to be fired.
And between the Last of Us and Ghost, they could have did more than show like the map remake of the next Call of Duty. They didn't even show a trailer for the next Call of Duty. Yeah. It was a horrible, horrible paced show. It just was.
All right, Fame. Who you got? Who you think won E3?
Oh, this is easy, and I say this every year. I won E3 because they show games that I'm going to buy. But if you want to make me give it a corporate answer, it's hard because I know I don't want to take too much time because when it comes to games shown, I kind of give it to Sony in that aspect because they did show some top-notch exclusive on buying day one, except for Death Stranding because that looks like trash. But Microsoft had the better conference. Microsoft gave us what we wanted. They let us know, hey, we believe in Xbox going forward. We're gonna be at these studios. They showed Gears 5, which I really want to see. We heard about Battletoads. So if I give it a total, an overall winner, I would say Xbox. But at the end of the day, there is no trophy. So at the end of the day, I won E3.
Cop out answers, all of you. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna say Bethesda. I already know what you're saying.
James, what you got?
Interesting.
Devolver Digital.
Really?
Yeah. One reason only. Nina Struthers.
Whose man is this?
Yours.
Sorry, I'm sorry. If you watch all of the streams and all of the conferences and you don't think that Devolver is the best,
are you talking about the gory thing that they showed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's amazing.
You might be up there with the mentality of Kojima at the moment, man. That's crazy. You like that?
I loved it last year, and I loved the sequel this year. And I like that there's a third part next year that they're already teasing. I think it's exactly what something like this show needs. I think it's brilliant.
Stray Jackets.
I enjoyed watching that more than anything else, apart from the Cyberpunk reveal. Oh, and when Gustavo Santaolalla came out to play The Last of Us, because of course I love that.
I mean, if you enjoyed it, then that's cool. Like, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I watched 10 seconds of it. Was like, what is this? And
did you watch last year's?
No, I didn't watch last year's.
You need to watch last year to understand this year.
Oh my gosh, that was
I actually
great.
liked the PC show, the PC gaming show last year, and people didn't like that. So it's everyone's different stuff. People like different things.
Watch everyone who's listening to this. Watch the Devolver stream from last year. It's 15 minutes long, and this one is around the same length. And it's just it's everything you have no. It's the company that created Hotline Miami. So take that with a grain of salt, and it's just.
And they make games about penis.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a brilliant satire on E3, done at E3. It's brilliant.
Yeah. All right. So
agree to disagree.
Undead. I'm gonna save you for last. I'm gonna make you wait because everyone knows what I'm gonna say.
Bethesda. So why don't you go last?
Bethesda won E3. No, because nobody knows who Undead's gonna pick. He's a soldier of fortune. He goes to the highest bidder. We don't know whose paycheck he gets.
Undead. Who do you think won?
No. I gotta say my reason why first. Bethesda won because they showed more AAA new IPs than Microsoft did, and they're exclusive to their publisher.
To their publisher.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
wow!
Lord, no.
Anchor, shut your mouth, dude.
Also, but
So
while
hold on.
we're here, Fallout 76 was dope, and the beta is going to be exclusive to Xbox One first. So there we go. And that's confirmed, by the way. I should mention that.
If you weren't 6'8", I ain't never wanted to do someone more than I want to smack someone now. I would smack Anchorman and like my body would just be flinged. Like just the gravity pull of hitting him.
Why do I feel like you're 5'7" at it?
I'm 6'3".
No,
okay.
Yeah, Addict's a tall dude.
It's just this dude towers over me, man.
I said, this is a 6 foot podcast. Like no one has come on here that's been under 6 foot.
It's because Anchorman don't mess with short people.
Everyone's at least
Short
6
people-
foot.
Short people too insecure. Too insecure to be on the multiverse.
Sorry, have you been listening to Randy Newman B-sides? For those of you who don't understand that joke, there's a Randy Newman, as in the writer of You've Got a Friend in Me, wrote a song called Short People about how short people are awful.
Shout out to Kev. He says, "Get on a chair and smack Anchorman. I support this." I like that dude.
Oh gosh.
I don't think I would need a chair though. I think I can talk. I think I can put give myself a nudge by jumping just a tad bit and hit him.
Hey, you can buy $10 in Xbox digital currency. I'll do it for you.
Wait, will you be able to do it? How tall are you? Because there is a height limit in Multiverse.
I'm 6'6".
Every guy say he only 5'10", so no, nephew, you cannot come back on the show.
Yeah,
sorry.
You must be at least. I'm the smallest person here at 6'1".
So how?
No,
is
I am. I'm 6 foot. Exactly. I'm 6
how
foot.
is the
okay.
How is the investigation process to these gentlemen's height before they come on here? Do you ask like a comparison? Like, I need a picture of you beside something to make sure that you're tall enough to come on our show. How does that work, Anchorman?
Yo, we got to get
Well, these
Kev
guys
on.
didn't
No,
know.
they just know.
You all thought I was like 5'7", didn't you?
I thought you were 5'7". I thought Mike was like maybe 5'9", 5'10". I don't know, because I was thinking stereotypical Italian stuff, and he's like 6'2". I'm like, oh, damn.
Hey, Kev, you should come on next show, man. I see you in the chat. Kev say he's 6'3". So we need to get Kev on.
There we go,
He
man.
can be on.
Kev, you ain't lying, are you? I'm gonna
next
need
week,
you,
man.
Kev, for this podcast's sake, because they haven't broke this yet. We're gonna need to see that height. You got to be over 6.
Well, no, we've had Demi on, and he's saying he's 5'10". So Demi
He doesn't exist anymore. This is the new multiverse.
No, so Fame, I'm gonna need you to get your son Demi a step stool next time he comes on Multiverse.
Sorry,
All right. Wait, Undead. Who won E3 for you, dude? Who won E3?
Well, as a little interesting little side note for me, the PC gaming show was a highlight for me because I got to gloat over one of my Sony fanboy coworkers of Yakuza coming to PC. And I instantly pre-ordered it on Yakuza 0 on PC just so that I could send him the screenshot. And I'm looking forward to playing that. But for me, it's a mix of things. I really enjoyed Bethesda's show, but there's too much pacing issues for it to say that it was the best.
Man, Andrew WK was the GOAT. Don't be mad.
Just stop. I co-sign most of your Bethesda stuff, but there's a limit now.
I am also on the Andrew WK was great.
Yeah. I do have a quick question. What do you think? Like, has there already been damage control of Yakuza going to PC? Like, I ain't really been checking on it.
was gonna kill himself. I'm gonna shut up.
No, I ain't really seen anybody on Twitter. Like, besides me teasing my friend, I ain't really seen it. But
I'm sure it's there somewhere, man. There's no way it's not on Twitter.
Somebody asked Jake, he got me blocked. Somebody asked. I never spoke to him before. He got me blocked. Somebody asked him, is he mad?
I mean, I gotta see it, man. I know there's some really salty people right now. It's like, if you think about it, like every month something new gets took off their exclusive calendar. Like first it was what was
the
the
proof that PC is the way to go?
The Devil May Cry.
No, like hold up. First, there was something like a couple months ago that was announced. Not Hellblade. It was something before Hellblade.
Near Automata.
No, it was something.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. Then Near Automata.
Spyro.
Then Spyro. Well, Spyro was always that wasn't.
Yeah,
confirmed.
but everyone thought it was exclusive.
So now it's
Devil May
Yakuza.
Cry
Then
was
it was
exclusive.
Hellblade. It's like everything in 2017 is being irrelevant to all the arguments now.
Yeah,
This is good.
2017, the year of the 2017 was the year
No
of
Man's
the
Sky.
unannounced
That's another thing. No Man's Sky.
exclusive.
I think it's great for these games to go to PC. More people get to play them.
Yeah, that's my view on all games. The more people get to play them, the better. I don't care. I've got everything. I'll play it where I want to play it.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
I was saying the one thing that would have been the nail in the coffin for the Japanese exclusive thing, like Persona, sure. I think most of us don't care about Persona, honestly. But they announced Yakuza was coming to Xbox.
No, I think
boy.
I think if Persona got announced, it'd be bigger than Yakuza. Like Persona, I feel like people be messing with that game more than Yakuza at this moment.
I still say when Sega came to the Microsoft offices, it was for a reason. I guarantee that one of those two games would make it the Xbox coming soon. I promise you. They would. They didn't come. I know a lot of developers come and go, and they do this type of talking. But the fact they came and was taking pictures and letting you know, they went out of their way to let you know that they're there at the Microsoft's corporate office. Something. I think it's Yakuza. It's coming to Xbox. I guarantee.
I feel like Yakuza is the stronger franchise, at least in terms of coming to Xbox. I feel like it would stand a better chance than Persona.
Persona ain't never come to Xbox.
I will say if it was to come to Xbox, it makes sense because anyone that paid attention to Sega's presentation at the PC Game Show, they said they have a huge interest in bringing all their titles to PC. So, and that kind of mindset kind of goes with the Xbox mindset. So if you want to draw the lines there, it's not too hard to draw the lines. But on the flip side of that, PC gamers now get all these Japanese games that previously they would have had to buy a PS4 for. So PC gamers now have more options on their preferred platform. So that's always a good thing for those guys.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna wrap things up here, but you still didn't pick, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to pick.
No one gets
honestly,
away.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Fame. I like the games that were shown at the PlayStation conference better, but that
pick
conference
one.
was awful. Fine.
Just pick Devolver. You know you want to.
Pick Bethesda.
You say
Let
Microsoft.
your hate flow through you.
What's that?
No, pick Bethesda. Let the hate flow through you.
Pick EA first, just to spite you.
Pick EA. Watch how quick game perspective goes down.
In all sense and seriousness, I was seriously impressed with the Xbox show this year. They may not have shown off new AAA IPs and everything else, but they did correct a lot of issues they had in previous years, and they addressed a lot of serious issues and complaints that people had. There are still unaddressed issues that Xbox will have to deal with as they go forward, but they've cemented themselves that they're staying in the console market, which was a huge concern of my own going forward with the direction they were going. They've obviously shown dedication to keeping the Xbox brand around for the time being, and showing off Japanese support and things like that, and seeing a wider variety of games being showcased on the Xbox E3 stage than previously seen before is a huge step forward for them.
It's really important that Microsoft gets as many of those Japanese that is usually exclusive, because Microsoft doesn't really go after them. Because I feel like that's one of the biggest things that's been a thorn in their side this whole gen.
Yeah, if you take away all the games that were just exclusive by default and not because of any actual deal, you close the gap quite a bit. But anyway, so we're going to wrap things up here. Again, thank you guys for showing up to the show tonight. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you for coming on, Attic. Really, I am surprised we have not had you on. I don't even believe that. I don't even believe we haven't had you on before. 99 episodes that you hadn't been on. We're going to have to comb through them. because I just can't believe I wouldn't have asked you at some point to be on. It would have to been a long time ago, mind you, but I still can't believe I haven't asked you to be on in 99 episodes. Anyway, all right, so our outros wrap things up here. Fame, where can the people find you at?
Yo, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at FameENT2K. Make sure you guys check out the XP podcast every other Wednesday on my channel live, and then the next day when I take all the bad words out on the Tick Network channel. Also, tickgamesnetwork.com. And I do have an article that I promise you guys I will be writing soon. We know it's going to be a banger. Make sure you check it out at tickgamesnetwork.com. Have a good day. Yeah, buddy.
All right, James, where can good people find you at?
You can get me on the tweets at James_S Wilson. Come get me on PS4, WilsonTron96. And on OkCupid if you live in the London area. Why not? I'll keep this joke going. Come at me on Twitter who you think is going to win the World Cup and why it's going to be Belgium.
America.
All right.
America aren't in it this time. They failed. Panama got in instead of them.
Oh, that's true. Well, Mexico then.
Mexico beat Germany, and that's really funny.
What? Me?
Nick, where can people find you at?
Mexico beat Germany in their opening game.
People can find me at Twitter at Undead3XVI, YouTube Undead3XVI, Game Perspective Podcast on Saturday nights at around 8 p.m. ish. And yeah, that's it for me.
All right. And Addicts, where can the people find you at, sir?
Appreciate the invite. Like I said, Fame. It's a great podcast. Normally I stay away from it because I'm not a comic book person. I feel like every time you talk about comic books, you're literally speaking a foreign language to me. But it's a great persona, great people on here. I do want to give a shout out to Kev the Gamer that's in the chat, or whatever you're calling yourself these days, because you have changed it a couple times. This dude has been around as long as I know, and he's like one of the only PC people I know that's not toxic. So be sure to go check him out. He's definitely always down. We've had some really bad arguments, but he's a great guy. So go check that out. Definitely check out the whole panelists. If you like my picture, definitely catching the Iron Lords podcast this Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So you can see the rest of the Lords' new emblem. I might get in trouble for showing that here first, but I don't care. But thanks for inviting me.
World premiere exclusive.
World premiere console launch exclusive. All right. And I'm at Command B2. You can find me on pretty much everything. Same username as usual. But anyway, guys, this has been episode 99 of the Multiverse Show. Thank you guys for tuning in to the greatest show on Mondays. We will try to be here next week because I want to have the whole panel on for our 100th episode of Multiverse Show. So it's going to be dope. We'll see what we can do.
Buy some strippers.
I swear, dude, if you're sick, I'm going to find a way. Like, if you miss this show, I'm going to be beyond pissed. Ooh. I will cancel the show until you come back on.
Me?
All
of you. If any of you say, I can't come,
hey, I'm getting pretty good at my impersonations. Anyone cancel, I'll come in just like them. I'll try my hardest.
Anchor's just telling me to take away my Patreon money
when it comes to I don't have a really good accent when it comes to any kind of British accent. So please do not miss because I cannot do you at all.
James.
No.
Right.
I knew that he was talking about me. No, I got that.
Yes, stating obvious there, Anchorman. Who else could I be talking about?
All right, we got to go, though. So anyway, thank you guys for showing up. This has been the Multiverse Show, episode 99, greatest show on Mondays. We out.